My name is Madhu, and that's my colleague Ritesh, and we are from VoxApp. VoxApp is a mobile surveys solution which started off trying to solve a very simple problem that a lot of companies in India today face, which is how to collect data at their place of business. And I'll walk you through some, in this presentation, I'll quickly walk you through what's the use case, the problem we are solving, and some screenshots of the product. Let me walk you through some of the use cases on which we are currently working with our customers. Most businesses collect data in the field every day. It's either collected by their sales teams, by their delivery teams, or by research agencies that they have engaged to collect data. So what are the typical sorts of data that they collect? Data is typically consumed by the functions in the company on the right, which is sales, marketing, and product. And the data is typically collected in formats such as retail audits, where basically some individual goes to every store that the company sells its products in and collects data around stock, availability, sales, etc. Brand tracking studies where, to give you a use case, say a large telecom company spends about 300 or 400 crores on advertisements every year. They spend about 25-30 crores measuring whether that advertisement is working, which channels work, etc. That would be brand tracking studies where they track the health of the brand. Satisfaction, fairly self-explanatory. And product launch tests for any number of factors, price, quality, taste, any of those things. So what is the simple problem that we are solving? Most companies in India today, and actually across countries, face the problem that a lot of the data that they collect is available to the decision-making teams in the management about 30 days late, and quite often there's huge inconsistencies in the quality of the data that's collected. So there's a problem of both quality and turnaround time. Just a small stat there, about 3 crore surveys are conducted in India every year by market research companies alone. A quick snapshot of the current workflow. Questionnaires are printed, and these are typically fairly long, 25, 30 odd page questionnaires. Lots of brands, SKU sizes, locations, so on and so forth. They're sent to all of the company's presence outlets. Somebody goes around asking either stores or respondents answers. There's a lot of quality control because there's a lot of fraud, etc. that happens. You know the old joke about doing surveys on paper. Everybody fills it up at home and submits it. And all of this data is punched in. The entire process takes about a month with a lot of inaccuracies. VoxApp has built a platform that works end-to-end in terms of getting the data to companies both in real time and with very high quality. Just to give you a quick sense on what the platform covers, there's a web application that lets brands, product managers, research agencies script questionnaires online, deploy to devices, mobile phones or tablets nationwide, and get the responses back, do quality control, and generate the data that they need for analysis. There's a huge bunch of, while the simple problem statement is converting paper-based data collection to mobile, there's a lot of depth around quality control and the complexity that is involved in collecting this data. Post this, I'll be walking you through screenshots of the application. Let me give you a quick use case of a current client we are working with. Large tobacco manufacturer sells cigarettes in millions of outlets around the country, wants to measure a bunch of KPIs that is used to drive their sales planning. These are KPIs like availability of the stock, what is the returns, what is the daily sales of competitor brands, and so on and so forth. To walk you through a couple of very personalized use cases that the top management faces. If I'm the head of sales and I ask the sales manager in Surat, what's your sales this month? And he says it's 100 units. I don't know whether he's a star or a loser if I don't know whether the market in Surat is 300 units or 110 units. If it's 110, he's done a brilliant job. If it's 300, he's really lousy at his job. The other problem that companies typically face is they ask the sales manager in Surat, why didn't you sell last month? Why are you off target? And he says, sir, there's no stock available. And currently, companies get this data about 30 days delayed. And today, with our solution, they get this data on pretty much the same day. They know what the stock portion in each wholesale distribution area the previous day was. So key benefits, quality data, turnaround time reduced from 30 to 45 days to 1 day, and quality of data that was, kind of data that was previously absolutely not available in terms of photographs, audio recordings, geolocation, etc. Now we'll move on to a few screenshots of the solution. Quick screenshots of the mobile application. This is specifically for one of the screens of the application. These questionnaires tend to be fairly long. Individual enters for all of the brands that are stocked in the outlet, SKU-wise, availability or daily sales, auto-totaled, brands, SKU sizes for specific brands that are not available are masked, etc. That is the Android application, and now we move on to the web platform where the brand manager or the research agency creates the questionnaire. On the left, what you're seeing is the 4 broad parts. I think it's slightly obscured. The 4 broad parts of the platform are edit, where you create your questionnaire, deploy, send it to mobile phones, devices nationwide, live data where you see results coming in as they are submitted, and reports where you generate the file that you want. Just one other point, the application works offline, which is kind of absolutely required in the Indian context. A quick snapshot of the input types we capture. We strongly believe that mobile can totally change the kind of data that has hitherto been available to organizations. All of these input types fully leverage mobile device functionality. This is a quick snapshot of within creating the survey creator lists. Lists are a fairly critical component to being able to handle very large brand lists, etc. And they typically have things like codes for further statistical analysis. A quick point on languages. This is a study that we are running in Thailand right now. It's a mystery shopping study for a global apparel retailer. We support 65 languages, and the translations are added for each. Sure. I'll just quickly take 30 seconds to run through the rest. There's a deployment dashboard where you can see nationwide who are the people who are submitting results. All of the results as they come in live. You can see all of the individual answers with geolocation, including photographs captured at the point of sale. A result generation dashboard where you can generate a result in Excel, and a business intelligence dashboard where the clients typically define the analysis that they want and share it with sales teams nationwide. Yeah, snapshot of the clients and markets that we currently work in. Thank you. Over to question.